It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Home of the Buccaneers, Red Bank Regional High School, the hosts for tonight's Group 3 semifinals between the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs and the Buccaneers of Red Bank Regional High. A pleasant good evening, everybody. Mike Warren alongside Jordan Hirsch. Great to be with you as always for more high school basketball here on WBCB. The final four in the Group 3 playoffs, 2 of 4 compete here tonight as the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs looking to continue their hot stretch and earn a trip to the Central Jersey Group 3 finals for the first time in program history. Jordan, an exciting matchup tonight, a Red Bank regional team that from a season ago, only 8 wins, a 20-win team now, just 4 losses on the season, and they can do it in a number of different ways, but so can this Hopewell Valley Bulldog squad. They've proven time and time again that when things get tough, they get going, and they know how to win close games.
Yeah, and I mean, I think a great representation of that was their last time out in the quarterfinals against Colts Neck on Tuesday. They led wire to wire in that game, but it wasn't pretty. Colts Neck made a bunch of different runs throughout the game. They cut it to within 4 in the fourth quarter, and then it seemed like whenever Hopewell Valley needed to get a big turnover, hit a big shot, they were able to. They were able to halt basically any momentum Colts Neck was able to build. Throughout the night, guys like John Michael Vlasic, Jude Berman were huge contributors in that win, and they're going to need really major contributions from those 2 guys, again, if they're going to want to beat this #1 seed in Central Jersey Group 3.
You take a look at both of these squads, a lot of height for the Bulldogs as they're standing right in front of us here. You got Jake O'Grady at 6 feet 7 inches tall. You got some more height on that squad as well with guys like Jaden Shin at 6'4", other guys like Ethan Rich at 6 feet 6 inches tall. Height, size, strength, all facets that the Bulldogs are able to utilize to their advantage. But this Red Bank team, they can space you out and really score with a number of different guys, and it really all starts with their transfer star in Zaire Dean, the 5'10 junior guard, averaging 15 points a game. He's going to be somebody to keep an eye on tonight.
Yeah, and Zaire Dean, he could really do it all. He could score from all different levels. Like you mentioned, he's the top scorer on this team, averaging over 15 a game. Also averages 5.5 rebounds and 2 steals. He's really a 3-and-D guy, and he could get going downhill. He could take it outside, hit knockdown shots from there as well, and he's also going to have to be somebody on the defensive end that the Bulldogs are going to have to watch out for here tonight.
Good point when you bring up the defensive aspect of this game. A lot of the brand throughout the teams that we do cover in the CVC this season, when they're at their best, it's defense to offense, whether we talk about the Nottingham North Stars or the Ewing Blue Devils or the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. Live ball runouts and live action points is really the recipe to success for these teams. We were talking a bit earlier in the matchup this season during the regular season when the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs were able to beat Trenton Central High for the first time in quite some time. It was the live ball runouts in that overtime period that won them that game. And when they have their defense leaning towards their offense, it really is when they're at their best.
Yeah, and I think that's when obviously Hopewell's at their best, and that's what they're going to be looking to do here tonight, get easy points in transition. They have guys like Vlasic that average multiple steals per game. They're a very sound defensive team, and we saw that against Colts Neck. They're going to be looking to replicate that same type of performance here tonight because this Red Bank team, like the Cougars, they have capable scorers, and they've got 2 guys averaging in double figures and another 2 players in Braden Kirkpatrick and James Ackerman right behind them, averaging 9.3 and 9.4 respectively. A lot of weapons on this Red Bank team, but if there's a team that can slow them down in this group, it's Hopewell.
The Hopewell Valley Bulldogs, led by head coach Matt Stein, setting a new trend and a brand new culture this season as they continue to reach new heights in a young and budding program. We'll take a quick break on the Trentonian pregame show. Starting lineups on the other side of this timeout. It's the Central Jersey Group 3 semifinals here on WBCB.
Kessel Dermatology in Hamilton Square is an award-winning dermatology practice led by Dr. Daniel Kessel, a board-certified dermatologist. He and his expert staff treat patients of all ages. They offer treatments of all types of skin, hair, and nail conditions, and annual skin cancer screenings, anti-aging treatments, ultraviolet A and B light treatments, skin tightening procedures, Botox, and other treatments that enhance your skin's overall health and appearance. Kessel Dermatology is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. For appointments, call 609-890-2600. That's 609-890-2600. Or visit KesselDermatology.com. They're at 1700 Whitehorse, Hamilton Square Road. Kessel Dermatology. They're good. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB Levitan and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Tonight's game on WBCB is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Capital Health System, the New Jersey Education Association, the Haldeman Ford Subaru Group, Revere Restaurant, Kessel Dermatology, Team Toyota, the Trentonian, Jammer Doors and Windows, the Italian People's Bakery, and Hyundai of Trenton. All proud to bring you tonight's coverage here on the WBCB Sports Network. This is the Trentonian pregame show. If you're just joining us, my name is Mike Warren alongside Jordan Hirsch. Great to be with you as always. Starting lineups presented by the Italian People's Bakery. The Italian People's Bakery at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg since 1936. Starting lineups first for the visiting Hopewell Valley Bulldogs in the backcourt. It'll be Jude Berman and Mac Torpy, along with Julian Van Hawk, John Vlasic, and Jake O'Grady to round out the front court. Again, Torpy, Berman, Vlasic, Van Hawk, and O'Grady, the starting five for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs, led by John Michael Vlasic, averaging 16.8 points per game and around 4 assists per contest. Mr. Do-It-All for the Bulldogs. Gonna have to do it all again here in the semifinals tonight. A trip to the finals in the Central Jersey Group 3 bracket on the line, and a chance for the Bulldogs to make some new ground and tread some new water here tonight. The starting five for the Red Bank Regional Buccaneers is as follows. Braden Kirkpatrick and Ryan Fisher in the backcourt, with Zaire Dean, who averages 15 points per game. Jamison Ackerman in the front court, along with Trey Moore, who will be the center tonight for Red Bank Regional. The table is set, starting lineups announced and brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery. And just moments away from action here tonight as the fans continue to file in. Student sections from both of these schools representing tried and true. The Bulldogs making the trip about an hour plus away for this one, all the way down to Red Bank Regional. And just a beautiful gymnasium here on site, Jordan. Really a ton of space in this gym, as the fans, we mentioned, they're packing in. Gives you kind of a college-like feel. As you mentioned earlier, you've been to Manhattan before and you've seen their facilities. It's pretty similar to that, with the massive bleachers, a whole lot of space inside, multiple gym floors in here, but you can feel the energy. It's building, and there's a really good chance that tonight we get to see some real playoff atmosphere here on this floor. Yeah, and I think this is going to be a really good game. I don't expect any team to really be able to get much separation. These two teams play very similar brands of basketball, and these fans, they're going to be treated to a really good game here tonight, Mike. We'll step aside as we honor America here from Red Bank Regional High School.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Starting lineups introduced here at Red Bank Regional.
Senior, number 1, Matt Pope. Sophomore, number 2, Hugh Berger. Senior, number 11, J.M. Classic. Sophomore, number 23, Julian Van Hawk. And senior, number 35, Kate O'Grady. The Bulldogs are coached by head coach Matt C. Assistant coaches Austin Fellows, Milo de los Santos, and Tyler Mills. And now, field pass. Let's take some noise for your Buccaneers. Starting, junior, number 3, Zahir King. Starting, junior, number 2, Ryan Fisher. Starting, junior, number 33, Craig Moore. Starting, senior, number 4, J-Mo Ackerman. And starting, senior, number 1, Brandon Kirkpatrick. The Buccaneers are coached by head coach George Sorless. Assistant coach is
Head coach George Sorless, a 20-4 record for his Red Bank Regional Buccaneers, the number 1 seed in the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament, the semifinals, as they get a matchup on their home floor against the 4-seeded Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. Again, starting 5 for both of these teams: Torpy, Berman, Vlasic, Van Hawk, and O'Grady, the 5 for Hopewell Valley. It'll be O'Grady at center floor to jump ball for Hopewell Valley. Kirkpatrick, Fisher, Dean, Ackerman, and Moore, the 5 for the Buccaneers. For Hopewell Valley, a 49-40 victory over Colts Neck that earned them a trip here tonight in the semifinals. And for Red Bank Regional, a 59-48 win over Robbinsville. Last time these teams met was back on February 26, 2019, a 40-35 victory for the Buccaneers. At center floor, jumping ball, the 6'1" Ryan Fisher with the 6'7" Jake O'Grady. Bulldogs sporting the white road uniforms. O'Grady wins the tip easily, as not even jumping for it was Fisher, and we're underway. Here's Berman. Van Hawk, left side. Vlasic taking his time on the low post. Van Hawk works it around. Here's Berman. Looks like man-to-man to start for the Buccaneers. Vlasic works it around. Here's Van Hawk. Wants a 3. Lets it fly. It's short. Rebound hauled in by Red Bank. Pass up ahead. Ackerman looking for Dean. It's stolen. This is Mac Torpy. Handsy defense from the Bulldogs. Vlasic loses his dribble. Kicks it out to Torpy. Torpy gets inside, right hand, left it short. Off the hands of O'Grady, last touch by the Bulldogs. It'll go back the other way with Red Bank. Ackerman, the turnover forced by Torpy after Ackerman was trying to find Zaire Dean. Clearing the timeline, here's Kirkpatrick over to Dean. Zaire Dean, 15 points per game, the Ocean transfer. A healthy three on the way off the front of the iron. Van Hall calls it in, here's Vlasic. Still no score. Almost 2 minutes in. O'Grady works it around, here's Torpy. Two-man action with O'Grady. Has it poked away. Buccaneers, transition. Corner. Kirkpatrick will pull it out. Ryan Fisher. Left-hand dribble, works it into the corner and out. Driving Kirkpatrick, he needs help. Has it poked free. Vlasic comes up with it. Handsy defense from the Bulldogs. Vlasic wanted Torpy to push the pace. Here's Berman, the sophomore guard. Gets inside, left hand up. Too strong. Last touch by the Bulldogs, still no score. Just about 2 minutes in.
Yeah, and so far, Mike, we're getting exactly what we expected, a defensive battle on both ends.
Fisher to inbound to Dean. He gets it back quickly. Full court pressure from the Bulldogs. Red Bank taking their time. Both offenses being rather deliberate to start. Ackerman working it around. Here's Fisher. Driving, dishing down low, and out of bounds it goes. Looking for Trey Moore on the baseline. He wasn't there. Couple of turnovers for both of these teams to start. 5:30 and counting here in the first quarter. Still no score. O'Grady for Berman. Screen, pick and pop. Too strong. Vlasic on the follow. Second chance for Vlasic. Won't drop. Tipped around. Dean hauls it in, excuse me. Corner. Driving. But he walked. Braden Kirkpatrick, the junior guard, one too many steps inside, and another turnover forced by this Hopewell Valley defense.
And so far, more of the same for the Bulldogs defense from going back to Tuesday's game against Colts Neck. Made it very difficult for the Cougars to get any good looks inside, and so far it's been the exact same recipe here tonight against Red Bank.
3 minutes in, still no score. Vlasic getting inside, forcing the issue through contact and in. John Vlasic, the first points of the night. A high percentage look for the Hopewell Valley big man as he gets the scoring kicked off here tonight.
Tell you what, this Hopewell student section, they've made the hour trip down 195, and they are come out in full force here tonight.
Great turnout on hand here for the semis. A three on the way off the front of the rim, batted about by Vlasic and last touched by the Bulldogs according to the baseline official. Vlasic not in agreement with the call. It'll be a baseline entry pass for Red Bank. Dean to inbound, needs help. Corner, here's Ackerman. Ackerman, left-hand drive, gets to the rack, blocked by Berman. Hauled in by Vlasic. Here come the Bulldogs, a head full of steam into the front court. It's Berman. He'll cool it off and set things up. Calls out the offensive set, works it to the right side of the floor. Berman gets a high screen. Elbow, blocked by Dean. The run out. Other side, left hand, blocked by Vlasic, followed inside by Fisher, knotted up at 2 apiece. Each team really having to work for offense to start. Berman, 2-2-1 press here from Red Bank. O'Grady gets it inside, he walked. Turnovers galore for both of these teams to start. 3:50 to go in the first quarter. 4 total points for each team. Now some full court pressure from the Bulldogs. Fisher calming down the possession, working it right side. A healthy three from Ackerman. He drills it. Jamison Ackerman averages 9 a game. There's 3 of them right there. And it's a lead for Red Bank. And an offensive foul gets called against Vlasic. Extended the offhand a little too much. And selling it was Ackerman. 3:26 to go, first quarter. Bucks on top by 3.
So far, Vlasic a little bit out of sorts here early offensively. Couple possessions ago, unable to finish at the rim, and then using the offhand there and committing the foul. Got to get back into his rhythm.
Zaire Dean works it over to Ackerman. He's got 1 triple already, potentially hunting another. Lets it fly from deep, rims out. Second chance hauled in by Moore. This is Dean. He'll drive, left hand, forces it up, and the whistle bails him out, and he'll head to the line for 2. Took it into the thick of the defense, unfazed, and results in a trip for 2 at the stripe for Zaire Dean, averaging 15 points a game in his junior campaign. Foul goes against Jude Berman, his first, team second. Dean gets the first to drop. A couple of subs come in for George Sorlis' squad. Justin Valentino checking in, as well as Liam Stack. 2 for 2 at the line for Zaire Dean. It's a 5-point advantage for the Bucks. 2:58 to go, first quarter. Hopewell Valley down by 5. Milan Desai into the game, the 2-sport athlete for Hopewell Valley. And Jaden Shin checks in as well. Berman, corner, Desai. Torpy, hounded by Ackerman, trying to create space. Ackerman's all over it. Here's Shin. Vlasic wants a 3, leaves it short. Rebound hauled in by Red Bank. Here's Dean. Beautiful pass, kick out. Ackerman, they'll reset. Great look by Dean. Down low to Stack, and he kicked it out pretty quick. Dean working. Gets it back, wants a 3, off iron. Rebound by Torpy, who's fouled. Mac Torpy, Mr. Do a little bit of everything as well for Hopewell Valley. He'll defend, he'll block shots, and he'll rebound, as he just showed right there, drawing the foul 90 feet away from the basket against Red Bank. Berman gets the inbounds pass from Vlasic. Dean's on him. Jaden Shin. Desai thought about a 3, he'll step in. Kick out now, Berman in the corner. Dean all over Berman. Now Torpy. Working it around the perimeter are the Bulldogs. Here's Vlasic, low block, quickly doubled. Opposite feed. Torpy driving, kicking, out of bounds. Another turnover forced by the Red Bank defense, as they've been on their P's and Q's in terms of defensive rotations. Berman trying to force a turnover, can't get it. Bucks able to retain possession. Here's Dean. Fisher already with 2. Valentino down low. Kirkpatrick. Turnaround. Rims out. No numbers for the Bulldogs. But here's Vlasic. Euro stepping through, up and in for 2.
That's the first time the Bulldogs were able to get out and run in transition. And again, that's what we were talking about in the pregame. That's how they want to play this game. They want to be able to speed it up. And that's the first time they were able to do it there, and a good move by Vlasic as well with the Euro.
4 for the Bulldogs, all from Vlasic. Dean gets stripped. Handsy defense on display from the Bulldogs. Vlasic wants a 3. Too strong. Berman with the second chance. Tries to kick out. Dean almost had a steal. Desai, and it's stolen. Bucks in transition. Dean loses the dribble. Each team struggling to possess the rock. 7-4 the score remains, 28 seconds to go in the opening quarter. No subs for either team after that latest turnover. This is Mac Torpy. Milan Desai. Here's Vlasic. All of the scoring from Vlasic for the Bulldogs to this point. Final seconds of the first. Berman trapped in the corner. Vlasic lets it fly from deep. Short. Rebound by Valentino. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-4 after one here from Red Bank Regional with the Bucks on top by 3. Second quarter on the other side of this timeout here on WBCB.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
The Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on WBCB. Make sure you visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell the homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery is the best place to go for hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. You can visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. 7-4 the score through one quarter of play, just about underway in quarter number 2. And Mr. Hirsch, a little bit of sloppy basketball to start, but both of these teams, defense is their key, and still just trying to feel each other out like a couple of heavyweight fighters in this semifinal matchup.
Yeah, we've gotten exactly what we expected so far, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this Red Bank defense. I mean, they've just played simple man-to-man really the whole way, and I think that's a great sign of a defensive team, that they're able to play that man-to-man defense and not lose their guy. They're able to close out on shooters very well, and they really kept that Hopewell Valley offense under wraps there in the first quarter. We'll see.
Braden Kirkpatrick works it over to the right side of the floor. Just as I say that, back to the left side over to Dean. High ball screen, two-man action. Dean blocked by Berman, but a whistle. What'd you see, Jordan?
I don't know, that looked pretty clean to me, especially considering the officials have let them play so far to this point. I think that one was a little ticky-tack, especially because this game has been so physical here through the opening 8 minutes.
Zaire Dean, all 3 of his points coming at the charity stripe as he remains perfect at the line, 3 for 3. The made free throw, Red Bank doubles up Hopewell Valley 8-4. Makes it a 5-point game. First points at quarter number 2 belong to Red Bank as they extend their lead to 5. Here's Torpy. Works it over to Desai. High screen from Shin, and a mean one at that. Desai gets in, high off the glass and in for 2. A spark off the bench, just what the Bulldogs need. Milan Desai gets the scoring going for Hopewell Valley. Back to a 3-point game. Zaire Dean guarded by Milan Desai. Fisher with 2, looking for more. Vlasic on Fisher, crossover, inside, scoop shot, left it short. Vlasic with a rebound. Had the move to get by Vlasic, just didn't have enough on the finish. Shin to Van Hawk, healthy 3, rims out. Desai, inside to Torpy, and Torpy frustrated as he did not believe that ball touched him last. Tough angle from our vantage point, but the officials already have a tough enough job as is. Kirkpatrick working it opposite side to Fisher. Ryan Fisher back to Kirkpatrick. The lefty sizing up Torpy. Kirkpatrick to Fisher. Matchup zone from the Bulldogs. Jab stepping, driving, beautiful pass inside, and a foul is called. Taking their time and getting the defenders in the air was Trey Moore, the 6'4" junior forward. He'll get the shoot 2 at the line. Foul will go against Milan Desai, and a timeout taken on the floor. Torpy still visibly frustrated as he gets a couple of words in with his head coach, Matt Stein, and That's something that Matt Stein's going to have to try and get under wraps pretty early. You don't want frustration to creep in as early as it does in the first half, but you can kind of see where the frustrations are stemming from the Bulldogs' advantage. A lot of balls batted away out of their possession and some questionable calls off of who it touched last on the baseline, but still a ton of basketball to play. And as we alluded to in the open, this is a Hopewell Valley team that has faced all different types of adversity throughout the season, so tonight should be no different for them here in the semifinals of the Central Jersey Group 3 bracket.
Yeah, and Mac Torpy, definitely a guy that is going to need to be key both on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive end as well. And just, calming him down. Again, like you said, a lot of games still to be played. It's only a 3-point game, even though it feels like Red Bank has kind of dominated it since the opening minutes. Hopewell's been able to just stick around, and points are going to be at a premium tonight. And Mac Torpy obviously going to be at the center of it all for Hopewell as one of their primary ball handlers.
More able to sink the first. The one thing that we do know from having covered the Bulldogs this season and speaking with Mac Torpy as one of the Italian People's Bakery players of the game, he's pretty even keel unless provoked. So to see him so visibly frustrated, it definitely comes with a purpose. Vlasic gets the inbounds into Torpy, and they'll set up their offense. 2 for 2 at the line that time. Trey Moore extends the lead back to 5. Red Bank leading. Van Hawk to Torpy. Elbow extended. Driving baseline, Van Hawk to Desai, opposite corner. He'll drive in, right hand, left it short. Rebound brought in by Trey Moore. Ackerman. Here's Dean. Looking for his first field goal. Beautiful pass inside. Down low, Kirkpatrick up and in. His first points of the night. High percentage looks in this quarter for the Bucks. Up by 7, their largest lead continues to grow. Van Hawk needs help. Desai, back to Van Hawk, passes arid and turns it over. Red Bank gets the rock back, up by 7.
And when you're trying to come into a tough environment like this against the #1 team in the bracket, you're going to have to make sure you do the little things right. Right now, Hopewell Valley just a tick off offensively, and it's led to some of these careless turnovers.
It's a timeout taken by head coach Matt Stein, trying to regain some composure for Hopewell Valley. They're down by 7 with 5:13 to go in the first half. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models, from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles. No market adjustment on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value towards any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton. Car buying made simple, and the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. 5 minutes and some change remaining in the first half, and a 7-point advantage for the Bucks of Red Bank Regional as they look to grow their lead with possession of the rock out of the timeout. Same 5 on the floor for Hopewell Valley. As for the Bucks, Dean inside, left it short, and Shin draws the foul on the rebound attempt. First team foul of the quarter against Red Bank. Shin, a valuable reserve forward for Matt Stein's Bulldogs. Showing you just there the size and the strength that he can provide. Here's Shin in the left corner, works it out. Desai comes and helps him. Vlasic doubled down low, now tripled. Torpy, catch and shoot triple on the way. Long, batted about. Van Hawk fighting for it. Last touched by Fisher, who was on the baseline out of bounds. Bulldogs get possession under their own basket. 4:40 to go, first half. Vlasic trying to get space. This is Van Hawk. Vlasic wants a screen from Shin. 2-man action. Kick out. Torpy. He'll drive in. Scoop up and in. Beautiful move from Mac Torpy, a fire lit under him for his first 2 points as he storms to the cup for 2.
How about the speed at which Mac Torpy was able to get inside there too? In a blur, he was from the 3-point perimeter to the cup.
Dean working on Vlasic, trying to shake and bake his way free. He'll work it on Torpy. Kick out. Healthy 3 from Kirkpatrick. Long. Fisher with a rebound. Sidesteps the baseline, but he stepped out again. Back with the Bulldogs, trailing by 5.
And you know, Hopewell Valley, they were able to get away with it there, but they're starting to allow some second chance opportunities here for Red Bank. And again, a game like this, you don't want to be giving a team like the Bucks extra looks at the basket.
Bulldogs trying to make this a single possession game. Here's Torpy through the lane, acrobatic finish.
I think someone's getting confident.
Torpy 4 in a row. It's a 3-point game. Fisher, corner, Valentino. Skip pass off the leg of Kirkpatrick and back with the Bulldogs. Liam Stack checking back in for Red Bank. Zaire Dean back in as well. Here's Mac Torpy, 4 in a row. Looking for another corner. Van Hawk lines up a 3. Doesn't get the roll. Vlasic's second chance turns garbage into gold. John Vlasic, he's got 6. It's a 1-point game. Bulldogs on a run. Dean, Torpy on him. Fisher. Kirkpatrick, the lefty, gets in the lane, forces it up through contact, and draws the foul. 1 on 3 gets the foul call that time. A strong take from Braden Kirkpatrick. 2 points on the night coming in this quarter, and a chance at 2 more at the line. The lefty gets the roll on the first. .302 to go first half. Rims out on the second. Still a 2-point game. Desai. Here's Vlasic. Keeps it. Back out. Here's Shin. Over to Torpy. Dean on Torpy. Directing traffic is Mac Torpy. Works it around. Desai will reset at the top. Vlasic with Fisher on him. Kicks out. Desai lines up a 3. Knocks it down. Milan Desai with 5, all coming in the quarter. It's a 1-point Hopewell Valley lead. Fisher works the 2-guard high set with Zaire Dean. Valentino. Kirkpatrick needing help. Van Hawk on Dean, a little bit of a mismatch. Fisher works on Shin. Back out. Kirkpatrick. Looking baseline. And Torpy, the last one to get a hand on it. As again, he's still not in agreement with the officials on that call, though that one definitely looked like he got a hand on it. Vlasic hounding the inbounder in Valentino. Inside, Kirkpatrick stripped by Vlasic. J.M. Vlasic. What a move, but too strong. Fisher into the corner. No one's there. He gave it away to Vlasic. No numbers. Vlasic through contact. Blocking foul and a chance for 2 at the line. Looked like Dean might have gotten there in time, but Vlasic already into his 2 steps towards the rim. And a good call by the officials. A blocking foul, the call against Zaire Dean. Vlasic shoots 2 at the line. Bulldogs still up by 1. Can't get the roll on the first. Some unfriendly rims at the stripe for both of these teams of late. Jamison Ackerman back into the contest. He's got 1 triple on the night. Stack gets a breather as well as Kirkpatrick. Trey Moore comes back into the game. Vlasic swishes the second. 7 points for Vlasic. 2-point Bulldog lead. Martin. Dean, sorry. Inside. Left it short. Good pull up. Got the space he wanted. Just couldn't cash it home. Vlasic pump fakes. Now lets it go. Knocks it down from 3. Vlasic on a heater. That's 10 for him now. Ackerman has it poked free, called in by Fisher. Bucks trying to reestablish some flow, and Desai says no. Dean has it poked away, and a foul is called. Wow. Seen a lot of contact in this one. That play didn't have a lot of contact. And another foul gets called against the Bulldogs before the inbound can come in. That's 5 team fouls against Hopewell Valley. And now the Bucks are in the bonus. So that'll send Zaire Dean to the line to shoot 2, and all of his points tonight have come from the free throw line. Dean rattles in the first. Stack comes back in. He'll give Ackerman a chance to catch his breath. 5'10" junior guard Zaire Dean. Can't get the second, his first miss at the line tonight. Vlasic with a rebound, he'll give it to Torpy. Final 45 seconds in the first half. Hopewell Valley leading by 3. Vlasic forcing the issue, a kick out, to size 3. Off back iron, Vlasic second chance, he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2. John Michael Vlasic making the second quarter his. 6 in the quarter, looking for points 7 and 8 in the quarter at the line. Already in double figures with 10. Vlasic gets the roll on the first. Van Hawk fills in the paint for Milan Desai, who gets a breather as Dean Mantuano comes into the game for Hopewell Valley, his first action of the night. Trying to preserve Desai with a couple of fouls on him early on in this one. Vlasic's second shot swishes it home. 12 for J.M. Vlasic. 5-point lead for Hopewell Valley. It's their largest of the night. This is Ryan Fisher, a junior guard. 2 points in the first quarter. Dean's 3 on the way. Left it short. Off the side of the iron. And again, last touch by Hopewell Valley, struggling to possess the basketball. And another second chance opportunity for Red Bank. Ackerman will come back in for Valentino. Bucks down by 5, 18.1 to go first half. Dean to inbound. Torpy steals it. Final seconds of the first half, a chance for the last shot for the Bulldogs. High screen from Vlasic, Torpy inside, spinning, and they call the walk. .2015, the score remains. 4.2 to go. Plenty of time for Red Bank to get a good look, even with the distance of the floor to go. This is Ackerman. He'll let it fly from deep. At the buzzer! From 3-quarter court! What a shot from Jamison Ackerman! Bulldogs by 2, but the momentum with the Bucs as we head to the halftime locker room. 2018 the score. We'll take a timeout. We'll tally up the first half numbers. Second half action on the other side. You're watching the Central Jersey Group 3 playoffs here on WBCB. Don't go anywhere.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honor-Free, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
If you're looking to get a fresh start this year, we have some great news. New car inventory is back. We have over 100 new Toyotas ready to drive home today with some of our most popular models available. And with a huge selection of dependable certified used Toyotas, our pre-owned departments are ready to make a deal that works for you. Plus, our award-winning service centers will have you in and out and back on the road in no time. Visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton, or online at teamtoyota.net.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Kessel Dermatology in Hamilton Square is an award-winning dermatology practice led by Dr. Daniel Kessel, a board-certified dermatologist. He and his expert staff treat patients of all ages. They offer treatments of all types of skin, hair, and nail conditions, and annual skin cancer screenings, anti-aging treatments, ultraviolet A and B light treatments, skin tightening procedures, Botox, and other treatments that enhance your skin's overall health and appearance. Kessel Dermatology is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. For appointments, call 609-890-2600. That's 609-890-2600. Or visit KesselDermatology.com. They're at 1700 Whitehorse, Hamilton Square Road. Kessel Dermatology. They're good. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honor-Free, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
If you're looking to get a fresh start this year, we have some great news. New car inventory is back. We have over 100 new Toyotas ready to drive home today with some of our most popular models available. And with a huge selection of dependable certified used Toyotas, our pre-owned departments are ready to make a deal that works for you. Plus, our award-winning service centers will have you in and out and back on the road in no time. Visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton, or online at teamtoyota.net.
Kessel Dermatology in Hamilton Square is an award-winning dermatology practice led by Dr. Daniel Kessel, a board-certified dermatologist. He and his expert staff treat patients of all ages. They offer treatments of all types of skin, hair, and nail conditions, and annual skin cancer screenings, anti-aging treatments, ultraviolet A and B light treatments, skin tightening procedures, Botox, and other treatments that enhance your skin's overall health and appearance. Kessel Dermatology is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. For appointments, call 609-890-2600. That's 609-890-2600. Or visit KesselDermatology.com. They're at 1700 Whitehorse, Hamilton Square Road. Kessel Dermatology. They're good. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
At the half in the Group 3 semifinals between the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs and the home team, the Red Bank Regional Buccaneers. The score, Hopewell Valley 20, Red Bank Regional 18, but a ton of momentum with the Bucks as they nailed a 3/4 court shot to cap off the first half off of the left hand and the stroke of Jamison Ackerman. He's got 6 to lead the Bucks in scoring, and let's take a look at the numbers from the first half brought to you by the Trentonian. Braden Kirkpatrick with 3, Ryan Fisher with 2, Zaire Dean with 5, all coming at the charity stripe. Jamison Ackerman with 6, both coming from the land of Great Beyond. And Trey Moore with 2. You add all that up, that's 18 for the Bucks. And for Hopewell Valley, Mac Torpy with 4, John Michael Vlasic with 12, and Milan Desai with 5. Only 3 Bulldogs have scored points tonight, Jordan Hirsch, and we talked about how do you sustain momentum from a Red Bank regional side during the break. You nail a big three-quarter court shot and make it a 2-point game coming into the second half. But for Hopewell Valley, how do you get some of these other guys involved in your offense?
Yeah, and you know, I think the first few minutes of this third quarter are going to be huge because Hopewell Valley, obviously it's been kind of the Mac Torpy and the John Michael Vlasic show. If they could get some of their other guys like Julian Van Hawk, he's been open on some 3 attempts in the first, just wasn't able to knock him down. He's maybe a candidate to get going. And if you're Red Bank, you got to be able to sustain that momentum off that James Ackerman three-quarter court shot, because if not, you're still down. If you allow Hopewell to go out here, hit a few shots to start the third quarter, you look up at the scoreboard, all of a sudden you're down 6 or 7, and the momentum's back with the Bulldogs.
Hopewell Valley to start with possession in half number 2, quarter number 3 underway. Torpy to Vlasic. Fisher on him, sidesteps. Here's Torpy. He'll get in the lane. A kick out to Berman. Jude Berman, the sophomore guard, to O'Grady. Same starting 5 for each team out on the floor. Here's a Van Hawk 3. Offside iron. Rebound brought in by Moore. Here come the Bucks. Ackerman, a lined up 3. He got it. Jamison Ackerman with 9, all from the land of great beyond. 1-point lead for the Bucks. O'Grady has it stripped. Here's Dean, transition to Fisher. Through contact, can't get the bucket, but he'll shoot 2. Ryan Fisher to the stripe. Trying to match his total at 2 points. Moore and Vlasic exchanging some words back and forth in the lane. Fisher at the line. The junior guard shooting 2. Gets the first. 2-point lead for Red Bank. Desai comes in for Berman. Second shot is good. 5-0 run to start for the Bucks. Torpy sets up the offense. Desai works it out to O'Grady. 2-man set with them. In the lane, Desai got hit, no call. This is Dean. Kick out. Ackerman, 3. Yes! Jamison Ackerman taking over from deep, and the Bulldogs need a timeout.
And we were wondering, Mike, if that half-court shot was going to, the momentum from that would carry over into the third quarter. The answer, yes.
The 5'9" senior guard, Jamison Ackerman, averages 9 a game. He's got 12, all from beyond the arc. 6-point lead for the Bucks. 6:48 to go in the third quarter. It's time to view the world through Jammer Doors and Windows, a family-owned and operated local business since 1920. And today, Jammer continues to have great sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. Jammer features Rainer garage doors, steel or aluminum, and they are crafted for dependable, long-lasting service. Jammer Doors and Windows at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and the Yardley Showroom, now open Monday through Friday, 10 to 4 p.m. at 10 North Main Street in the Yardley Gristmill. An 11-0 run to start the third quarter for the Bucks. Couldn't ask for a much better start.
That answer is also a 14-2 run that Hopewell was able to rip off there in the second. It's been a game of runs, game of momentum swings. The Bulldogs are going to be looking to grab it back.
Van Hawk tees up a triple. Can't cash in. Rebound brought in by Kirkpatrick. Technical foul is called against Vlasic. And Matt Stein trying to have a word with the officials as a technical foul gets called against Vlasic, and he can't believe it. A whole lot of bumping up the court between Kirkpatrick and Vlasic, and once he got free, Jamison was able to kind of toy at him a bit and draw the technical. Fisher's at the line shooting 2. Hits the first, misses the second. Bucks get possession. They're up by 7. And all the momentum with Red Bank. And what is going on the floor? Head coach Matt Stein's all the way on the floor. And I wish I had an answer for you folks watching at home, because it seemed like they were cleared out, ready to play. The Bulldogs were just kind of standing around waiting for action to resume. Maybe Stein called a timeout that was awarded by one official and the other 2 didn't hear it. But what did you see, Jordan?
I think what happened was Vlasic was headed to the bench. I think Coach Stein was trying to bring Jaden Shin in for him, and the officials allowed Red Bank to inbound the ball while Vlasic was still on the court. And I think now they're calling probably a technical for too many men on the court, kind of.
I got to tell you, I've never seen anything like this. We've seen the quickest technical foul called on the season, and then followed that up with an even quicker technical foul call because they couldn't get under wraps substitutions that were at the table. Quite the advantage for the home team. A 9-point lead as they were just given 3 free points at the free throw line for really no reason other than they missed a substitution at the bench. Typically when a guy gets a technical foul, you do have some time to make a substitution for him, and I get wanting to keep the pace of play where it's at, a lot of energy in the gym, but that can't happen in a semifinal game with so much on the line. The refs just can't lose sight of that. Now a near double-digit advantage on the scoreboard for one team after all the chaos. Bucks can make it a double-digit game with a field goal. Dean, step back, short, second chance, won't go. Desai with a rebound. And they're gonna call a jump ball. Van Hoek comes in for O'Grady for Hopewell Valley. Bucks still up by 9. Inbounds feed. Kirkpatrick muscles it up and in. It's an 11-point lead for Red Bank. Still no points yet in the second half for the Bulldogs. Steal by Fisher, the run out, and the lay-in. And another timeout taken by Hopewell Valley. Largest lead of the night, it's 13 for the Bucks. And their fans are loving it. We'll take a quick break here on WBCB. Bucks by 13 here in the semis. Proud to support high school sports on WBCB, the Italian People's Bakery. Visit them at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell the homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg since 1936. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news, it's the Trentonian 7 days a week, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Still scoreless in the second half are the Bulldogs, Jordan Hirsch, and a ton of momentum on the side of Red Bank Regional. How do the Bulldogs get back in this one?
I mean, I think they're going to have to get back to their game plan from the second quarter, where Vlasic they were able to get the ball to Vlasic inside, and he was able to kind of use that large frame of his to get some points underneath. I mean, for Red Bank, though, it's kind of just amazing what one shot can do. I mean, this game was completely, like, the momentum was all in the hands of Hopewell Valley in the second. Then three-quarter court shot by Ackerman. Since that, Red Bank has been able to carry it over. And really, so far here in this third quarter, we've seen now J.M. Vlasic, another guy like Mac Torpy, who earlier in the game was a little upset after a call. we've seen Vlasic now get upset after a call, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of him. I think he needs to be able to hit a few shots here to get that confidence back.
Vlasic spins out of a triple team, gets his own miss. Count it, a chance at one more at the line for J.M. Vlasic.
That is just what the doctor ordered for Vlasic as well. Game's still not over, but Bulldogs are going to need the run.
Vlasic with 14. And one free throw is good. Makes it a 10-point game. Jude Berman wants to re-enter. We'll check in for Julian Van Hawk. 5:34 and counting. Quarter number 3. Fisher might have got away with a walk. Works it back over to Dean. High ball screen from Kirkpatrick. Dean will take it baseline, nothing there. Works it back out. Kirkpatrick to Fisher, around the perimeter they go. Moore in the corner. Kirkpatrick muscles it up. A foul gets called. Torpy, a little too much contact on the shooting arm of Braden Kirkpatrick. 2 in the quarter, 5 on the night. Shooting 2 at the line. The senior combo guard averaging 9 a contest. First shot from Braden, rims in. Van Hawk comes back in. Torpy heads over to the bench. Jaden Shin into the game as well. Second shot good from Kirkpatrick. He's 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. 3 for 4 overall on the night. Lead back to 12. Van Hawk has it stripped. Kirkpatrick has it and draws the foul, a holding foul against Van Hawk. The Bucks will set up possession in the half court. 5 team fouls already against Hopewell Valley, as they will get to shoot 2. They as in the Red Bank Regional Bucks. Kirkpatrick back at the stripe, shooting 2 again. In the bonus quick are the Bucks after 3 calls called in 30 seconds against Hopewell Valley. That'll swing the momentum in just about any game. 4:54 to go, third quarter. Ackerman hits the first and the second. 14-point lead, largest of the night for Red Bank. Milan Desai clears the timeline and sets up the offense for the Bulldogs. It's been all Bucks this quarter. Here's Vlasic with the only points for the Bulldogs in the quarter. He'll get inside, draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. $15 points for Vlasic. Offense tough to come by in quarter number 3 for Hopewell Valley, but maybe this can get them going. Unsuccessful on the first shot. Liam Stack re-enters for Red Bank, and coming on out is Trey Moore. Second shot spins out. Coming up empty is Vlasic at the line that time. Dean. Ackerman. Bowls over Berman. Turnaround won't drop. Here's Torpy. Gets inside, kicks out. Desai, pull up, nothing. No answers for the Red Bank defense as Hopewell Valley struggling here in quarter number 3 to find offense. Stolen by Berman, defense to offense, the key, as his left hand is good. Jude Berman's first points of the night. Still a 12-point game. Zaire Dean, the junior, works it over to Fisher. Catch and shoot 3 from Jamison, no. Rebound hauled in by Van Hawk. Stripped by Fisher, Last touch by Vlasic.
I don't know about that one. That looked like it went off of Fisher's arm and out. Officials see otherwise.
Yeah, it's the out-of-bounds calls have definitely been one-sided tonight. Couple of missed deflections. 3:40 to go third quarter, 12-point lead and a timeout taken on the floor. Red Bank Regional, they've gotten into their half-court sets and they've made the most of them so far in quarter number 3, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, they've now already scored 19 points in this quarter after scoring just 18 the entire first half. And, you know, they've been able to do it really at will. They've turned defense into offense well. And, again, like you mentioned, getting into those half-court sets, Ackerman's hit some big threes. And they're just kind of doing it simply, you know, just working the ball around the perimeter, break down this Hopewell defense kind of pass by pass, and they're able to get open looks because of it.
9 of their 18 in the quarter have come at the charity stripe. They've gotten high percentage looks and they've gotten some timely calls as well as back-to-back technical foul calls resulting in 5 straight points at the stripe in a matter of 2 possessions for Red Bank. And from that point on, they spaced the floor, they shot the 3, and their defense has led to offense just like we talked about in the opener.
Yeah, they've really they've stuck to their game plan. That's the main thing. Obviously, we talk about the turning point potentially being that 3-quarter court shot. But you got to give credit to this Red Bank team because, again, they were the one that looked out of sorts in the second quarter, and they've been able to just, you know, stick to their guns, keep doing what got them here, and it's paid off, really.
Persistence paying off for the Bucks. A 20-win team after an 8-win season the year before. A completely revamped squad for head coach George Sorless. Corner feed. This is Fisher. Taking it to the rack on Shin. Pass down low to Stack. Can't finish. Ball's loose, and Berman has it. 37-25 the score. Bulldogs trailing by a dozen. Torpy gets a screen, gets inside, gets hit, and will shoot 2. Torpy with 4 on the night, his first chance at the charity stripe. First shot from Max, swishes home. Second shot rattles in as well. Back to a 10-point game. Bulldogs trying to get momentum back in their favor. Full court press, a 2-2-1 from Hopewell Valley. Stolen by the Bulldogs. Numbers, Vlasic. He'll shoot 2 as he draws contact on Dean. Chance to make it a single-digit game for Vlasic at the line. Missed his last 2 at the line, did Vlasic. Gets the roll on the first. 16 points for Vlasic, right at his average on the year. Make it 17. It's an 8-point game. Bulldogs trying to claw their way back. 3 on the way, rims out, followed by Stack. Left it short, and a rebound by Torpy.
I think Stack could have come down with that when he kind of just tried to volleyball set it up.
Berman in the corner. Puts it on the floor. Gives it back out to Torpy, they'll reset. Torpy, behind the back dribble. Through contact, nothing. Vlasic fights for it. Here come the Bucks. Corner feed, Fisher. Sidesteps. But a travel is called. Possession back with Hopewell Valley. They still trail by 8, 2:30 to go here in the third.
You know, right now, Mike Vlasic with 17 of the 29 points for Hopewell, and we talked about it coming out of the half. They're going to need secondary scoring. It can't be all Vlasic trying to make a comeback against a team like this Bucks team is, being the number 1 in Group 3.
Berman buries the corner 3. Jude Berman, 5 in the quarter and on the night. Makes it a 5-point game.
Right on cue. He was the big guy in the quarterfinal round.
Steal, up ahead, Berman, lays it up and in. Timeout, Red Bank. Here come the Bulldogs. Vlasic trying to get the student section fired up. 37-34, 2:02 remaining in the third.
Well, game of runs, Mike. Seems like whenever either team was starting to get all the momentum and it looked like they were able to snatch this game away, Hopewell Valley, man, they just fight.
Berman with 5 in short order. He's got 7 on the evening, all of them coming in this third quarter, and boy, did they need it.
Yeah, Jude Berman, again, he was the spark plug against Colts Neck on Tuesday, and I mean, hey, obviously better late than never here to be able to get that secondary scoring, be that kind of Robin to J.M. Vlasic's Batman.
It's time to view the world through Jammer Doors and Windows, a family-owned and operated local business since 1920. And today, Jammer continues to have great sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors. You name the door, they've probably got it. Jammer Doors and Windows at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. The Yardley Showroom open in the Yardley Gristmill at 10 North Main Street. Now open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Jammer Doors and Windows, proud to sponsor tonight's contest here on WBCB. It's a game of runs, as Jordan Hirsch alluded to just a couple seconds ago, and the Bulldogs having themselves a nice little run to make this a one-possession game. Down by 3, final 2 minutes here in quarter number 3. Full court pressure here. Red Bank gets across the timeline with Dean. Stripped, batted around, and Valentino has it. Skip pass, here's Dean. Beautiful crossover. Vlasic tries to give up the body. Doesn't get the charge call. Here's Ackerman. Going to work. Gives it out to Dean. Bulldogs seem a lot more locked in than a couple minutes ago. Ackerman behind the back dribble, spins around Berman, draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2. Beautiful move by by Jamison Ackerman. Actually, correction, that's Braden Kirkpatrick getting in the lane. The lefty Kirkpatrick went in deep to his bag of tricks to make that space available inside. Able to hit the first. $11 points now for Braden Kirkpatrick, who averages 9 a game. Back to a 5-point lead for Red Bank. Desai, corner, Torpy. Moves it back out. Berman looking for Vlasic in the high post, not there. Matchup zone from the Bucks. Down low, here's Shin. Needs help. Desai struggles to handle that one. Works it to the corner, it's Vlasic. Catch and shoot 3, off the glass and out. Shin battling for it, Torpy has it to Desai for 2. 7 for Milan Desai. Deficit back to 3 for Hopewell Valley. Chance at the final shot here for the Bucks if they want it. Holding the rock is Dean. A step inside the timeline. Playing for 1, 10 seconds and counting. Here's Fisher, comes to help him. Ryan Fisher, over, Kirkpatrick, fade away, off iron. Vlasic's last second shot won't matter as he heaves that one into the stands. We're through 3 quarters of play, and it's a 3-point advantage for the Bucks of Red Bank Regional. 39-36 the score. We'll head to quarter number 4 here in the Central Jersey Group 3 semifinals on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Play and a trip to the Central Jersey Group 3 Finals on the line. Red Bank Regional looked like they were going to run away with it in the third until Hopewell Valley went on a run of their own. It's a 3-point game as we enter the final quarter of regulation. Jude Berman commands the offense for the Bulldogs. High screen from Vlasic, corner feed, Torpy. Works it out. Here's Berman all alone for three. Off iron, Torpy with a board to Desai. To Shin, rolls it in. Jaden Shin's first points of the night. It's a 1-point lead for the Bucks. Back in their full court press are the Bulldogs. Ackerman kicking to Stack. Fisher lines up a three off front iron. Board by Stack, and a foul gets called against the Bulldogs. We'll see who it's on. Desai's in a bit of foul trouble. And they're going to call Milan Desai for the foul. That's the fourth foul against Desai. Van Hawk comes back in for Hopewell Valley. Dean will inbound. Moore in the corner. Fisher poked out of bounds by Vlasic. And Fisher and Vlasic going back and forth a bit. Seemed rather lighthearted as compared to previous interactions. This is Dean. Wants a high ball screen from Kirkpatrick and then waved him away. Dean gets a screen. Gets inside, left hand blocked by the Bulldogs. Batted out by Berman. He dives for it. Vlasic hauls it in. Possession for the Bulldogs. Torpy will calm it down. Jaden Shin to Berman, a three, short. This is Dean with pace, stripped, ball's loose, Vlasic's got it. And a jump ball is called. You see a tie-up?
No, it looked like Vlasic, maybe they were tied up for half a second, but then he was able to kind of roll on the ground and rip the ball away. That was a pretty quick whistle there by the official.
Just wanted to make sure we were seeing the same thing. Dean will inbound. Red Bank retains possession under their own hoop. Moore in the corner. Ackerman trying to get free, wasn't able to. Jaden Shin on Zaire Dean. Gets a screen, kicks out. Kirkpatrick driving on Vlasic, and he's fouled. They call the foul on the attempted kick-out pass. Another inbound under their own basket for Red Bank. Trying to get Ackerman free. They'll work it to Kirkpatrick. Braden Kirkpatrick on Jaden Shin, sizing him up. Ackerman, a healthy three. Off iron. Torpy with a strong board. Still a 1-point game nearing the 6-minute mark. Mac Torpy steps into a triple. Whistles called, and We'll see who the foul's against.
Looks like they got Ackerman underneath on Vlasic.
Bodies hit the floor, and the foul goes against the Bucks. Now the Bulldogs to inbound under their own hoop. Substitutions for the Bucks as Justin Valentino, the freshman, comes back into the game, as well as Liam Stack. Van Hawk, this is him in the corner. Left the three short off the iron. Skip pass up ahead. Ackerman saves. Batted loose. Ripped away by Van Hawk. Bodies hit the floor. And a timeout gets called. What'd you see there, Jordan?
I'm not even sure Red Bank had possession when their head coach was able to get that timeout called, especially after the very quick whistle just a few minutes ago with Vlasic when he was on the ground after they called a tie-up, and it looked like Vlasic kind of just had possession by himself.
Just searching for any bit of consistency. That's us here at the table, is really unable to tell what is next from whistle to whistle. We have no idea, because that was the same exact play that resulted in a jump ball not in favor of Hopewell Valley, and that dog pile on the floor wasn't clear who had possession whatsoever.
Yeah, the inconsistency has been the only thing that has been consistent so far in this game. I mean, really just maybe by the officials and also by, the two teams. Again, we've been mentioning it really all night. Game of runs. Hopewell Valley takes a 5-point lead midway through the second. Red Bank storms back. Looks like they're going to be able to really put this one under wraps. Then Hopewell Valley, man, I mean, we talked about it in the pregame. This is what they do. They faced deficits like this before, and they've come into this Red Bank team. A lot of teams very easily could have folded going up against the number one team, down 15 in the third quarter. Hopewell Valley's just put their head down, and they've been able to go to work.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Driving, Jamison, floater is good. Jamison Ackerman. Give him 14. Torpy. Kick out. Van Hawk's triple. Won't drop. And an offensive foul called against Vlasic.
Man, he is fuming.
And they teed him up again. Wow.
That's his second.
And that's going to do it for Vlasic. I'll tell you, the refs have had their fingerprints all over this game. You hate to see it. You really do.
Especially after the first quarter, it looked like they were going to let them play. This game's been physical all night.
That's unbelievable and a complete injustice to this game. Biggest game of the season for both of these teams. And it's been a zebra show.
And Vlasic, I mean, obviously he was very upset, but in this situation, 3-point game, 5:30 left, Group 3 semifinals, and obviously he's been the best player really the entire season, and especially here tonight for Hopewell Valley. I know he was upset, and
I think the most confusing part of this whole thing is that his anger was not directed toward any official, and they just wanted to give the technical because they could.
Yeah, it almost
We've
looked like
seen
he
it
was
3 times in this game where you really don't need to call a technical foul, and Matt Stein's just trying to get some type of clarification on it, because you have an all-conference, all-county player in John Michael Vlasic who has just been removed from this game in the biggest game of his high school career because his emotions are running high. Any human being playing in this game tonight would have high emotions. The fact that the officials thought it was just to throw a senior out of a game with 2 technicals for doing nothing is utter ridiculousness and really just at a loss for words at this point. I digress.
It didn't even look like Vlasic was really, like you said, it didn't look like his anger was directed towards the officials there. It almost looked like he was upset, more yelling towards his bench, and maybe he was upset with the call. Obviously, that's kind of just speculation, but it didn't look like he was directing anything towards the officials. It's almost like he was trying to complain back to his bench in a sense.
Fisher splits a pair at the line. Fisher has shot 6 technical free throws. Some guys don't even do that in a whole season. He's done that here tonight in 1 game.
I would say most guys don't even do that in a whole
Correct.
season.
5:30 to go and a 4-point lead for Red Bank Regional. Here's Zaire Dean. Milan Desai now in for him. Driving Dean on Berman. A strong move, but not enough on it. This is Mac Torpy. Torpy gets a screen from Shin. Desai works it around the perimeter. Here's Berman. Van Hawk driving, has it stripped. Dean with another steal. Fisher, Euro step, hit, and he'll shoot 2. A popular phrase tonight, Ryan Fisher at the line, shooting his 9th and 10th free throws of the game. Fisher's good on the first. Van Hawk comes out and into the game for the first time tonight for Hopewell Valley, Cooper Breland.
You want to talk about big time minutes for Breland.
Big time is right. Cooper Breeler, my apologies, Breeler into the game. Torpy stripped. Here's Fisher. Blocked by Berman. What a hustle play by Jude. Demands the ball. Here's Berman. Creates space. Shin. Back out. Berman jab stepping. Kicking out. Shin catch and shoot 3. Won't drop. Toilet bowled out, but Fisher stepped out of bounds. Hopewell Valley will get it under their own hoop. Valentino to come in. Fisher to check out. 6-point lead for Red Bank Regional. They led by as many as 13 in this one. Shin puts it up, too strong off glass. Hopewell Valley wanted a push off on Kirkpatrick. They didn't get it. Similar call against one of the 5 fouls called against John Michael Vlasic here tonight. Ackerman puts it on the hardwood, now works it out. Here's Dean. Breeler on Dean. A tall task for him, guarding the other team's leading scorer. Foul called against Jude Berman on the reach. Heading to the line to shoot 2, Braden Kirkpatrick, as you guessed it. Foul calls outnumbering 5-1 in favor of Red Bank. As now you have adults yelling at high school kids. The Red Bank fans yelling at John Michael Vlasic, very classy.
I think they were trying to say that was Jude Berman's 5th, but he's coming back out onto the court. Oh no, yeah, it must have been his 5th.
Either way, they're still barking at a high school kid, and as an adult, just really not a great look.
No.
Just take the win. If they get there. Still a lot of time left. Kirkpatrick able to sink the first at the line. A great performance in this second half by Red Bank Regional, as they've been able to cash in all night long at the free throw line, as they continue to near 20 attempts at the stripe tonight. Efficient looks galore for Red Bank. Back up by 8. Torpy trying to make something happen. Bulldogs need a bucket to regain some momentum and keep the fight alive. Torpy working it around. Breeler and Torpy, two-man action. Van Hawk in the middle, or Van Hawk, excuse me, trying to get free. Desai. Back to Torpy. He'll launch one from deep. Hard off iron. Batted about and hauled in by the Bucks.
And now you've seen without Vlasic on the court, Hopewell, they've had to settle for some of these three-pointers. That's not really their game. They like to get the ball inside, and they're without their biggest interior presence now in Vlasic.
Bucks more than okay, just eating some clock, taking their time in this half-court set. Valentino, the freshman, gets it near the volleyball line, pulls it out even further. Dump it down low. Pull out. Kirkpatrick kicks it over to the corner to Dean. Desai on Kirkpatrick, the lefty. Just gonna pull it out and eat some more clock. Van Hawk on Dean. Here comes the double with Torpy. Splits it, Valentino. Fouled inside by Breeler. Another trip to the line for the Bucks.
I feel like you've been saying that a lot tonight.
First chance at points tonight for Justin Valentino, the freshman. Sinks the first. These are the 29th and 30th free throws attempted on the night by the Bucks. Really all you need to say for what's occurred in this one. It's a 10-point lead now for the Bucks. Torpy loses it. Valentino has it stolen. Hot potato last touched by the Bulldogs. Well, when you win the 50-50 ball and you win the free throw shooting battle and the rebounding battle, it's tough to lose games, and the Bucks have done all of those things here tonight. They've won the glass, they've won the free throw battle, and they've earned themselves a double-digit lead and chances at more now as the fouls continue to pour in. First foul against Dean Mantuano. And shooting two is Braden Kirkpatrick. 31st and 32nd attempts on the night. Substitutions now for Red Bank. Ackerman comes back in. So does Liam Stack. Fisher is back in as well. Under 2 minutes to play. A 10-point lead for the Bucks and make it 11. "17 points on the night for Braden Kirkpatrick. He averages 9 per game.
And
He's been phenomenal tonight.
And Mike, they've had a lot of free throws, obviously, but you do have to give credit to this Bucks team. They've knocked them down consistently. And
right.
That's
one
kind
thing
of
to get to the line. It's another thing to take advantage of when you get to the line. And they've done so in just about every opportunity. Torpy able to draw a foul inside. A seldomly seen foul call in favor of the Bulldogs. Just their second earned foul of the quarter. In comparison to the 10 that have been called against Hopewell Valley in just the fourth quarter alone. This is Mac Torpy. Can't get the first. More substitutions for George Sorlis' squad. Up by 11 with 1:42 to go. Torpy, second shot is good. Breeler comes back in for Van Hawk. Valentino will inbound. He can roam the sideline after the made free throw. Works it into the corner. Full court press from the Bulldogs. Dean to Valentino. A steal. Down low. Block inside, and Mantuano draws the foul, and he'll get to shoot two. Dean Mantuano, the junior guard, 6 feet 0 inches tall. Mantuano can't get the first to fall. "15 free throw attempts total tonight for Hopewell Valley in comparison to the 32 attempts for the Bucks. Won't drop on the second. 0 for 2 goes Mantuano. Kirkpatrick, triple team. Jump ball gets called. 90 seconds remain in regulation. It's a 10-point game. And Hopewell Valley will have possession under their own hoop.
And that's the one thing about this Bulldogs team. They're going to fight it out till the very end right here, obviously understanding their season on the line, and give them credit for continuing to battle even though being down 10 with just 90 seconds left.
Torpy looking, forces it to Shin, gets it back off the deflection. Here's a 3 from Torpy, off front of the rim and out. Dean has it, and they're okay eating clock, but he's gonna have to get it across the timeline first. Kirkpatrick to Fisher, baseline drive, off the glass and in for 2. And that should just about do it for Red Bank Regional, as they can smell the finals on the other side. Desai lets a 3 go, it won't drop, and a foul called against Julian Van Hawk. Free throw attempts 33 and 34 on the way. And looking for points, 18 and 19 at the line. Braden Kirkpatrick shooting 2. 65 seconds remain. What a story for Red Bank Regional, an 8-win team a season ago, completely transforms from one year to the next. A huge addition in the transfer portal from Zaire Dean, averaging 15 points a night, but tonight it was the guys around him who made their presence felt. Was unable to get the second at the line is Kirkpatrick. It's a 13-point lead. Bulldogs trying to do everything in their power. Torpy counted and a foul. A chance at one more at the line. Nine points for Torpy, a chance at double figures with the N1 opportunity looming. Ackerman and Valentino come back into the game. Stack and Moore head to the bench. Torpy cashes in on the N1 opportunity. 3-point play for the Bulldogs. It's a 10-point game, 53 seconds to go. Valentino to Fisher, trapped in the corner. Fisher loses it, last touched.
Wow.
The ball was literally kicked out of bounds by the Bucks, and they award them possession. Somebody ask these refs if they're lacrosse refs or basketball refs, because I have no clue. Wow, what a touch pass. Kirkpatrick over to Ackerman. And they'll try to eat some more clock. I don't think a single out-of-bounds call went in the favor of the Bulldogs tonight.
No, I mean, that one, I think not only was it kicked out of bounds, but I think that he was standing on the baseline when kicking it.
Could have ruled it a number of different ways, none of which the one that ended up being the call on the floor. 43.4 seconds to go, and let's hope these guys can swallow their whistles for the final 43.4 and just let them play. Hey, don't forget, if you missed any of the craziness here tonight, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. You mentioned it earlier, Jordan, a number of free throw attempts for Red Bank Regional, but they're making them count, and similar to the debate you hear at the NBA level, people get really frustrated with the Sixer star Joel Embiid when he shoots a lot of free throws, but they're only mad at him because he makes them. Giannis shoots way more free throws than Joel Embiid, but doesn't make them, and you don't hear the outrage there. Red Bank tonight just fundamentally sound and did everything they needed to do to get the win.
Yeah, and again, they've been able to get the ball down low all night. That's really been the key. We haven't seen many teams do that against Hopewell Valley. Typically, their interior defense very stingy. Credit to Red Bank. Even through kind of the first part of this game during the first quarter, early part of the second, when Hopewell was really denying them any easy looks inside, they have just continued to stick to the game plan, get the ball down low, and they've been able to draw the fouls and convert on their free throws.
Valentino will inbound into the backcourt. This is Dean, quickly fouled by Milan Desai, and that's his 5th foul. After the foul out ruled against Desai, 30 seconds awarded to each bench as Matt Stein, head coach Matt Stein, can go over some things. And you see John Michael Vlasic head over to pat Milan Desai on the back as he'll join Vlasic over on the bench after both of them being DQ'd from the contest.
That's now Hopewell's top 3 scorers in Desai, Vlasic, and Jude Berman that have all been ejected, and obviously 2 because of 5 fouls, but Vlasic because of the 2 technicals.
Dean at the line, shooting 2. Sinks the first. First points of the second half for Zaire Dean. Same substitutions as normal for Coach Sorlis. Dean gets the second one to roll. He's got 7. Final seconds here in the fourth, a 12-point lead for the Bucks. Torpy bustling it up, left it short. Step-in jumper from Mantuano, nothing. Rebound by Kirkpatrick, up ahead pass. Another foul call, shocker. All Red Bank has to do is dribble it out, but officials want to see some more points put up. As this probably should have been the move a while ago for Coach Sorlis to put the reserves in to kind of send the message to call off the Dogs, but now doing so, getting some of the reserves some valuable time, and the student section having some fun as they can just about taste the championship on the other side, as they will get the winner of Freehold Borough and Ewing in the finals on Saturday afternoon. Ewing and Freehold Borough doing battle tonight in Ewing. And Kirkpatrick sinks a pair. Torpy, a healthy 3. Too much. O'Grady with a board. Torpy another 3 on the way. Nothing. Batted about, hauled in by the Bucks. Stack gets it. Bucks are just going to hold it, and that'll do it. Kirkpatrick will dribble it out as the final seconds run off. The Red Bank Regional Buccaneers earn a trip to the Central Jersey Group 3 Finals on Saturday afternoon. Congratulations to the Bucks, and congratulations to head coach Greg Sorlis and his squad on a fantastic victory as they get to compete for the Group 3 championship on Saturday. We'll take a quick break and tally up the numbers. Final stats on the other side of this timeout here from Red Bank Regional High School.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Back here at Red Bank Regional High School, the Buccaneers victorious over the Bulldogs of Hopewell Valley, 56-42 the final score, as they were led by their senior guard, Braden Kirkpatrick, who finished with 21 points here tonight. An outstanding effort from Red Bank Regional that'll conclude our coverage here tonight on WBCB, but you can direct your way over to our other contest on the network here tonight. Ewing and Freehold Borough finishing up action, 6:01 to go in the fourth, and Freehold Borough up by 9 currently over Ewing. You can tune into that one on YouTube Live as well on the WBCB Sports Network. I want to thank all of our sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible: the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Capital Health System, the New Jersey Education Association, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Revere Restaurant, Kessel Dermatology, Team Toyota, the Trentonian, Jammer Doors and Windows, the Italian People's Bakery, Hyundai of Trenton, all proud to bring you today's coverage here on WBCB. Jordan Hirsch, final thoughts on this contest here tonight?
I mean, you got to give obviously all the credit to Red Bank. They were able to stick to their game plan the entire way throughout. They broke down the Hopewell Valley defense just enough. And you got to look back at that turning point to end the first half. The Jamerson Ackerman the three-quarter court shot. Hopewell Valley really not able to recover as the Buccaneers kind of took momentum, were able to hold on to it for basically the entire way through the second. And then obviously a lot of credit goes to the Bulldogs on an absolutely amazing season. 20 wins for them, and obviously not the way they wanted it to finish, but they really did put up a great fight here tonight here at Red Bank.
A tremendous effort from both squads, and a congratulations again to the Red Bank Regional Buccaneers. And a special congratulations to the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs on a special season. A record-setting year for the Bulldogs, and one that this senior class and this community will not forget anytime soon. Special thank you to head coach Matt Stein for having us come out and cover this game and having us out all season long to cover the Bulldogs. One final time here from Red Bank Regional High School, Brianna O'Neill produced tonight's stream. Jordan Hirsch did tonight's camera work and color commentary. One final time from Red Bank Regional, my name is Mike Warren. The final score, Red Bank Regional 56, the Bulldogs 42. Until we talk to you again, hopefully on Saturday afternoon for the Central Jersey Group 3 Finals, either the boys or the girls. We'll see you Saturday. Thank you so much for spending your night with us here on WBCB. Have a great night, everybody.